cruise ship docked at the East Arm Wharf at about 9 o'clock in the morning, October 27, 2009. This is the Port of Darwin, located north of Australia. A motor coach was waiting for us at the pier that will take us for a 2-hour ride to the Litchfield National Park.
Hi, my name's Jack. My name is John. I will be your driver and guide for today. Just before we leave, you do have to make a quick decision. For lunch today, you've got a choice of some lovely barramundi, grilled barramundi, or a nice steak. And I have to know, and of course what they do is I know.
There wasn't much to do along the way but to listen to the driver, who was also our tour guide. There were pictures to take, but mostly trees. My motor coach wasn't full, and so I was free to move around and change seats in the back. Our first stop was a photo ops for the humongous termite mounds, which became popular tourist attractions. There were several mounds in the area, but 2 of them were the most prominent, and which most people would like their pictures taken with. It was also a time for the water break and to stretch out a little bit after the long ride to get here. Moving on shortly, our next stop was the Florence Falls. There were trails to explore and waterfalls to check out, but we only had 45 minutes.
Okay, restrooms in here on the left hand.
I walked around a little bit on one side. But it didn't seem like very many people followed me, and so I went the other way. It was here where others took time to admire the Florence waterfalls from a lookout platform. It sure was a spectacular view, and there were people swimming at the falls. And I thought, if there were people down there, there must be a way to get there. Walking a little bit further, 150 or so steps led down to the falls. It was easier going down, but our tour guide would not recommend taking the steps for the unfit, with the short amount of time we will be spending at the site. I later found this out myself going back up. On the way down, a park ranger pointed to me a wallaby hiding in a crack between rocks. It was the first local wildlife I've seen here today. Down at the falls, I got a close-up look of the people, mostly visitors, going for a swim to cool off, or perhaps for spiritual reasons. I got a few more pictures and asked someone to take a snap for myself. Proof that I was really here. Time just got closer, and I rushed back up to get on the motor coach. Next stop was lunch. It's included in the tour.
Okay, you can see where they're coming from. Remember, I said you walk across the other side of the building. If you want the restroom, this end of the building, tea, coffee, water, and everything in your meal.
We shared the same eating area with the other tour groups who came as we were finishing up. Steak or fish and some salad. It was a comfortable place, even for green ants. Our last and final stop was the Wangi Falls.
When you walk through between these two coaches here, on our right hand side, restrooms on your left, the track straight in front of you, and the kiosk on your right, okay?
There were no steps to climb down to get a close-up look of the waterfalls. Others in my tour group took a dip in the water or walked to the falls. This was another spectacular view in the Litchfield National Park. Everybody liked to take pictures of waterfalls, and this is one of them. There were also signs of wildlife in the area surrounding the Wangi Falls. Big bats hanging in the trees, and some birds hopping in between tree branches. This last stop gave us more time to enjoy it before we headed back to the pier. I think this is a good day spent, although the drive to take us there was long.